finished all the segments. Here's our first V, inverted V, our front post, our cross stitch, our long stitch, and our V, inverted V, the final segment. Now I'm going to finish my last row, and I'm going to finish this off by yarning over and just pulling that strand through. Notice I left a really long strand. I like to leave at least 5-6 inches to sew in later. Now we're going to start on our edging. We need to attach the buff on the right side of the piece. This will be the side that's the shows the back side of the stitches, the last row that you just made. You can tell which side is the right side because your beginning strand is going to be on the left on that first row. So I'm going to attach my yarn. I'm going to make a slip knot. Put the yarn on my hook. Now I'm going to insert my hook under, this is the last row that I did, and insert my hook around that last post and join it with a slip knot. Then I'm going to make my chain 2, chain 3, whatever you need. And I'm going to make another double crochet in that, around that same post. So if you look at it this way, this is our piece here, and our 2 double crochets are going to be here around this post. Okay, now it says to work double crochets evenly along the side. What I normally do is I work 2 double crochets in around the post of each double crochet row, and if I have a single crochet row, which you do have here, you have 4 single crochet rows, you work 1 double crochet in each of those. Now, in order for it to work with the pattern, I need 39. So I'm just going to skip a stitch. I'm going to do 2 double crochets around each of these double crochet posts. I'm just going right underneath the post and using the post as a stitch. Now here I'm at my claret, and this is a double crochet. Now I have 4 single crochet rows. To get me one less stitch along this side was I decided to do 1 double crochet in this last double crochet instead of 2. You can choose to skip one of the single crochet rows. Whatever works best for you if you're working this small pattern. Now if you're working a full-size Afghan or a twin-size Afghan, it might be different. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here's my double crochet. Another thing you could do if you want to just fill this up is that you could do a decrease here. Let me show you how to do that. And that will fill up this space so you won't have a gap, but you will still only have 1 loop at the top for your next row. Insert my hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. I'm not going to finish that double crochet, but I'm going to yarn over, insert hook again, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3. Now I have the same number of double crochets, it looks like, as my other stitches, but I only have 1 here, so you're not going to have a hole there. And then I'm going to go ahead along and continue making 2 double crochets around each of the double crochet rows. all along. Now, if you were making a larger piece, you wouldn't have to skip one on each of the segments for the long stitch. You would make that change on your very last pattern. Now I'm on my last, or rather my first segment, because here's my beginning chain, my beginning tail, and I'm going to make 2 in this last one. That finishes my first row of my edging on this side, on the left side. I'm going to have to go and do that same thing on this side later. Now we're going to chain up, turn, and we're not in our regular pattern. We make a double crochet here, but we're not going to make a double crochet here. We're going to do a V-stitch right at that next stitch. So we're going to have, sorry, I got out of frame there. We're going to have a double crochet here in the end, then we're going to have a V-stitch, then we're going to skip 2, and we're going to have another V-stitch. We're going to skip 2 again, and we're going to have another V-stitch. We're going to do that all the way across that row till we get to the last stitch. One, two. And continue going along until you get to the last stitch. Okay, here I'm at, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. My turning chain counts as a stitch, so I'm going to skip 2, make another double crochet, V-stitch here, and in my last stitch, I'll make a double crochet. Okay. Then I'm going to chain up, and I'm going to be making inverted double crochets. Remember how we do that? Insert hook, yarn over and pull through. It's a decrease just like we did on that other, the first row of the edging. Yarn over, insert hook here, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 3. Then we're going to chain 2, work another decrease. I call those inverted V's. I read that somewhere. Insert hook here. There. My yarn got tangled up. Make another inverted V. I've worked my inverted V's all along. I'm at my last V stitch, so I'm going to make an inverted V here. And no chain 2s here because we're at our last stitch. I'm just going to make a double crochet here. Then I'm going to chain up, and I'm going to do double crochets all along this row. I'll make a double crochet in the top of my inverted V, 2 double crochets in our chain 2, double crochet in our inverted V, 2 double crochets in our chain 2, double crochets in our inverted V, and 2 double crochets in our chain 2. We're going to do that all the way across. Then my double crochets all along this row. I'm at my last inverted V, double crochet in that last inverted V, and in turning chain from the previous row. Say you get to the second row and you're doing your V stitches. If your stitches don't come out even, you can skip 1 here, or you can skip 3 here, whatever works for you. Just fudge it and make it come out the way that you need it to come out on the end. That's the only place you really have to worry about that. Okay, we're going to finish off. I cut the end of my buff, yarn over and pull through to finish off this side. This small piece, I have 13 V's and 13 inverted V's. Let's count them. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But now, if you're making a scarf or an Afghan, it's not going to be the same number. That's just on this small sample piece.